What's up, guys? Jared here, Paintbrush Samurai. Today we're going to talk a little bit about inspiration. Alright? As an artist, my field is heavily coveted with people who work inspired in order to create their beautiful artworks. Now, my take on inspiration is that it's pretty much very close to absolutely useless. Alright? And the reason I say that is a lot of people use inspiration as an excuse, not actually as inspiration. Okay, and the way people use this as an excuse is, I can only write when I'm inspired. I can only draw when I'm inspired. I can only create something when I'm inspired to make something. Which really, to me, is the same as saying, I'm tired today. I can't make anything. I'm too lazy to make anything. I'll make something tomorrow. I have a cough. I feel sick. My girlfriend broke up with me, so I can't draw today because I'm not inspired. Right? To me, inspiration is a bunch of baloney. Alright? Now, what is inspiration actually good for? Well, it's good for motivation, but motivation is such a short spurt that, again, I mean, okay, it might be helpful if you actually use it as inspiration, but it doesn't get you very far, right? Here's what inspiration does for you. Inspiration gets this idea in your head that's like movie montage, right? Like, you really want to get something done. You're inspired to tackle on the day, and you think you're just gonna bust it out like some kind of Rocky Balboa Eye of the Tiger. But the problem with these montages in your head is, how long do montages last in movies? Like 3 minutes, right? But what occurs during that montage is like 3 months of training. Alright, the guy goes to being like, like me, like kind of skinny and stuff, and then like 3 months he's like jacked. But it only took 3 minutes in the movie, right? That's how long you can be inspired, alright? Like 3 to 5 minutes, right? So like, you set out, you're really inspired to make something. And then like 5 minutes go by, and then you're no longer running on the inspiration, you're just doing the task that you're doing. Alright, now I'm not saying that you can't work while enthusiastic, but let's be real. Anything good that you're going to do is going to take a while. And anything that takes a while, you're not just going to be like, oh yeah, I'm doing this for 8 hours now, still feeling strong. No, it's just like, you wear out, and you have to endure, and you have to keep pushing through. So inspiration really kind of becomes useless. A more useful skill really is the ability to endure, and the ability to just show up and do the work regardless of inspiration or not. I'm reminded of a very popular quote that I'd like to give credit to somebody for, but like, there's like 5 different people that they credit this quote with, so I have no idea which one's going to be accurate. So to avoid falsely giving credit, I'm just going to give no credit, but you can look it up and figure it out if you want. Now, the quote basically is from a writer, and they're interviewing him, and they say, so do you write when you're inspired, or do you write on a schedule? And he says, oh, no. I only write when I'm inspired. I just happen to be inspired every morning at 9 o'clock exactly. Right? So what he's recognizing here is that, sure, he writes when he's inspired, but he writes on a schedule, of course. Obviously, he's a professional writer, and he's famous for it, which means he's good, so he spent a lot of time practicing it. You have to do it every single day. But what's interesting about this quote also is, I feel like inspiration does begin to come to him at 9 o'clock, because he has developed a habit and a routine, and your body very much likes this. Humans are very into habitual lifestyles. Okay, it's not that uncommon for people to not like change. Nobody likes change. Despite what they say, their body does not enjoy change, right? It's uncomfortable. It's out of the comfort zone, literally, by definition. So, yeah. So it's kind of like that same old effect that they say, if you smile, you become happier. Not just if you're happier, you smile. So working when you're inspired is a bad idea. But working all the time to become inspired, now that's smart thinking. Alright, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video about inspiration, and I hope you completely ignore inspiration and just decide to work your ass off. I'm Jared, Paintbrush Samurai.